Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in Gastal, Austria. So as you have been notified, we have a pile of manure that we need to get rid of, and I have ordered a dump truck. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. So yeah, I have ordered a skip that we're gonna have here for I think 2 days, and we can load it up and they're gonna take it away. The truck actually belongs to the biogas plant down in the Neustadt. So they're gonna take it away and we're gonna get paid for the material. Probably not much, but still, whatever money we can get, it's good. And yeah, I'll probably see you then in the third part of October, in the last part. And yeah, anyway, I did have a think about, and we have quite a few machines here in the big shed, and I've been thinking that it might be nice if we move at least the car trailers down into the shed where we found the Jeep in, because can we actually tow it with the Jeep? Let me try. I think I already tried it and it didn't work, but I want to try it again. So in any case, yeah, I want to move the trailers down into that shed over there, because I feel it's gonna give us a bit more space, and we are running a bit tight. Alright, are you finished with the repairs? I see, yeah, everything is good. Let's see the last maintenance log. So it was repaired, it didn't cost a thing. But we still had to do a full defectoscopy to find out what in the name of everything that's holy was wrong. Otherwise, so why is the chassis failure risk elevated? Why? I just can't. I don't know. And we have already lost, look at that, almost 5 horsepower. Brakes are good, battery charge is pretty much good, transmission is good. Yeah, everything else seems to be good. The machines and whatever repairs they need. Yeah. The machines do give me a lot of gray hair, so to speak. Because there's always something. There's always something wrong, there's always something in need of fixing. But you know, life is still pretty good here in the mountains. In other news, we hadn't had any calves yet. I was expecting a few, but none showed up, so I don't know. And the cows must be pretty comfortable with the gestation. They don't seem to give us the younglings. Of course, I gotta move the Mercedes out of the way. Come on. Well, that's wrong. This should be quite close enough. Let's not forget the handbrake so we don't crash dad's car again. Because I'm guessing he might be pissed then. Look at the beautiful Jeep. Yeah, as I said, it's not the most comfortable car to drive around in, but it's a cool car to drive around in, so I'm very much happy. Oh, look at that, it does connect. Well, I'll be. Somehow the trailer is longer than the car is, or maybe they're the same length. Alright, let's get the bookman down. Such a beautiful sunny day. Yeah, I had to take a picture. Such a beautiful sunlight on the car, and it would be a shame not to do a bit of a photo shoot. I believe the shed over here is gonna be the perfect place for these two trailers, because we rarely even use them, and it just feels like they are in the way all the time, and it's gonna make it a lot easier to move machines in and out. Okay, so one trailer is going on the right hand side, like this. It's also cool to use the Jeep because it has a very good visibility to the rear. Doing this kind of a maneuver with Mercedes would be quite a lot more difficult. So yeah, I hope you've been doing well. I have read your comment, Phoenix Aura, about the manure and that you needed a lot of it. So yeah, if you need some, I can send it your way. You know, I will have the trailer here for at least a day. But I don't know when the next episode is gonna be out. I'm probably gonna record one before I can read your response, so we can make a deal for the next run though, because I do have to make sure that in May, the next evaluation season. Let me recheck. Manure management, May and November, yeah. So in April, if we're still doing some farming here, you might qualify to get some crap from me. That sounds like oh, you don't want to connect to this one. Sounds like a threat, doesn't it? You're gonna get some crap out of me. Alright, so it doesn't want to connect with this one for some reason. Alright, well, while we're in the Jeep, I am thinking of making a trip to one of the fields and see if the flowering catch crop has grown. Have a bit of time on our hands today, so it's nice to use it like this. Yeah, such a beautiful day to be out in the cabless car. It's technically a convertible, even though I don't think we have. Well, yeah, we do have the canopy. It's just folded down. Interesting, I didn't know that. I've never paid attention to it, and I should pay attention to the road. Hey, look at that, something has grown. Well, I'll be. Well, this looks like sunflowers, and yeah, these are definitely sunflowers. and some other flowering crops. But I guess if bees are still active, they're gonna be pretty happy with the situation. Alright, well. Let's go back to the farm, because I think fairly soon we're gonna have our skip delivered. You know what, I still want to check what the other cover crop looks like. And I think that one is seeded down in the valley. So let's go and have a look at how that thing looks like. In reality, I just don't want to put any time into work today. I just want to enjoy life for a bit. It's been quite stressful the last few months with all the work that we had to do to repair the fields, cultivate them, and reseed them with the cash crop. It's good to have some fun here and there and just enjoy the beautiful day. Very soon the winter is gonna be here, and there's not gonna be any days like these where I could take an open top car and just go barreling down. And there's also a biogas over here, but I think that's a private one. That's owned by the farm that it sits on. And I don't think they're buying. It's mostly for their own use. Which is completely fine, of course. Look at this beautiful birch forest. Alright, so let's see what's growing here. Alright, so I can see some sunflowers again. I don't know if this is intentional or what's up with the sunflowers, but they're in both crops. But underneath it's mostly legumes, or what they say, leafed vegetables, leafed plants. I don't know, discover crop or catch crop seems a bit thicker. And it seems like it might be better for the soil when we cultivate it over. I don't know. Both might act the same way though. We'll see that when springtime comes. Yeah, okay. And anyway, I'm gonna make my way back to the farm, and I'll probably take the Mercedes to take down the tractor Mercedes, the ambi track, to take the trailer down into the shed to get that over with, and then I'll probably start loading manure into the skip. And I guess, yeah, see you back at the top. Again, taking the shortcut back home, because this is a very nice scenic route with a bit of a gravel road through the forest when we can listen to the birds sing. Again, another treat when you have an open top car. You can actually see sounds of nature. You can hear sounds of nature up close. Yeah, beautiful day. And it's 21 degrees, you know, we're in the middle of October. 21 degrees is fairly hot for the Alps. But hey, here we are. Can't fight weather. Much too powerful. Oh, look at that. A skip. Oh good, it's already been delivered. That means that when the time comes, we have full ability to start moving some muck. The great Mercedes. Okay, and this is good. As I'm looking down to the tires, they do seem a bit worn, don't they? I know it's hard to see when they're spinning, but you can have a look when I stop for a second to connect to the trailer and see the rear tires. Also no. What in the world? What's wrong with this trailer? Do I have to use the car? Okay, in that case I won't put too much time on transporting that trailer. But yeah, look at this, the tires, well, they still have some ridges, but the chevrons are fairly worn, I think. Okay, now I'm baffled. Now, will this by any chance connect to the Zettelmeier? Since I'm using it can test it anyway. I guess it won't connect because this one has a pin hitch and this trailer is a ball hitch. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, I guess it was worth trying. I know for a fact that it connected to the Volkswagen here. And look at that, here we are. It's in an awkward spot, isn't it? It's a good thing we have an articulated Zettelmeyer. Alright, and since this is gonna stink, I'm gonna make sure that the doors are closed. Yeah, the articulated machines are very good for work in tight spaces like these. Because if I'd had a normal front loader vehicle or something like that, I'd have to move it around quite a lot to reach over and done things in. I'm gonna try to make it as smooth as possible. By my estimation, it should all fit into the skip. And on the other hand, I have been measuring the slurry pit over there. And that has around 56,000 liters of slurry in it. Which should also be transported sooner or later. You know, just to get it out of the system. It's not like we are lacking space for it though, but still. I once read that if you leave that laying for too long, it can clump up and it can make all sorts of issues for you. Yeah, this is working like clockwork. After all, the skip is placed in a perfect spot. And this just shows that we shouldn't complain when we see something if we don't have experience on how it goes. Right? Because you don't know what you don't know. It's one of the main principles of being teachable in life. And being teachable in life is one of the greatest things you can do for yourself. But you gotta be mindful who you're teaching from. That's my motto. Who do you listen to? Nice. This really isn't taking... It's taking no time to do. Probably not even a full bucket left. Yep, as I thought. Of course, there are a few spots here and there, but they can stay. Come on, little one-piston engine. You can do it. Right. While I have the Zittelmeyer running, I might help the Volkswagen wake up, because I do think the battery is quite dead again. Let me check. Oh no, it started. Barely, but it started. Come on. All right, let's try the Volkswagen with the trailer here and see if luck is on our side. I almost accidentally turned the car off. Anybody remembers the old diesels that didn't need electronic to run? All you had to do was crank the engine and everything was like, yep, good to go. And it kept on running and running. Unless you took away the oxygen supply or... Oops. Unless you took away the oxygen supply. Okay, so it connects to this one. Perfect. Or fuel supply. The ball head should be compatible with most of my vehicles here. Our vehicles, for some reason it only wants to connect to the cars, so yeah, it's fine. We barely even use it, so this is probably gonna be the next find. Our, well, grandsons and granddaughters find. Just as I found that Jeep in here, they're gonna find 2 trailers. I doubt they're gonna be as excited as I was. But we can't say we didn't leave anything for them, right? Just trying to see where we're going. Okay, this should be good. This is not closely as fun as the Jeep was. Not remotely. Alright, well, I think this is gonna be this for today, so I'm gonna do something else. But the episode's not over yet. I do want to wait for the last of October. And then November is gonna be pretty exciting, I think. I do expect we're gonna have some calves at the farm, some new healthy animals. And I do expect we're gonna be seeing some money coming in because we're gonna sell the canola. Anything else? Probably not. See you in a jiffy. Alright, so it's morning in the third part of October. And I do believe we had one calf during the night. I'm gonna have a walk through the meadow, through the pasture, to see if there is anyone struggling to stand. Are you the one? No, you're 9 months old. What was I thinking? A calf of this size doesn't just come out of a cow, right? That would be a very poor cow. Alright, do we see anyone lying in the ground? And we don't. At least I don't see... You're the one? Yeah, 0 months old, look at that. Hey, this is our new calf. Hey, look at you and your snout and your beautiful cattle eyes. Alright, well, you got pretty good genetics. Look at that. Metabolism is low, but health is high, fertility is high, quality is high, and milk production is high, and she's a female. Welcome. Welcome, lady. We should give you a name. I think you're gonna be called Rosie. Yeah, let's call her Rosie. I'm gonna have to make sure that she gets a tag with the name Rosie on. But hey, look at that, struggling to stand. Yeah, I couldn't even see her. That's right, you can rest. So her birthday was 21st of October in 2027. And her unique ID is 310028. Gotta remember that when I order a tag, because it has to be in the same kind of manner. Man, what a beautiful place do we have our farm in. Look at this, the majestic mountains in the back, the view to the valley. I don't know how anybody could ask for anything more than this. Well, I technically know, but you know what I want to say. Alright, let me call the veterinarian and order a new tag for our Rosie. And I think I'm gonna continue loading the manure. It's not much. I think maybe a bucket and a bit. But we're gonna take care of that. And I'm gonna call the biogas plant to come and collect their skip. So I think it's gonna be a bit of an income. We're gonna see about that. Alright, so this is our Rosie, 0 months old. And as we said, everything is pretty much good. So let's rename her to Rosie. She has such a beautiful Rosie name. Perfect. So gas tags are gonna be here probably in November, which is fine. And I do think we're gonna have a few more calves by then. Anyway, I'm gonna load the rest of the manure. You've seen how that goes, so I'm gonna skip that, and I'll see you when the truck comes to load it all up. That should be interesting. Okay, so we got paid roughly 777 euros for the, well, pretty full skip of manure. So I'm disappointed. I expected more, but hey, it is what it is. Beggars can be choosers, and at least we won't get fined another 5,000 euros for not taking care of that manure. So I feel pretty happy with the situation. And at least we didn't have to pay for the transport, right? Right. In any case, this is gonna be it for today. I'm gonna take the Mercedes back into the shed. I could technically park it in here. And yeah, join us next time when we start in November. We're gonna have a bit more milk to sell than we had previously, I hope. We might even have some more calves. Again, I hope. Would be nice. And yeah, we're gonna take care of selling the canola during the month of November, because I believe that's when the highest price for canola is. And we're gonna see how much money we get for that. We got around 6,000 liters, so it should be a nice chunk of change. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Take care and goodbye.